Hi, and welcome to the Anti-Politica channel. Today is Saturday, December 2nd. My name is Jovan Grahovec. I'm Serbian-American and also professor of strategic management. And today I would like to share a story about something that happened to me on Twitter or X, and basically sound the alarm on Elon Musk and Twitter or X, and warn people that things probably aren't what they seem. Elon Musk has been celebrated as a big champion of free speech, especially on the right. But I think that we have some good reasons to be skeptical about it. And especially given that we are going into an election year, it's time to be extra cautious. So I invite everybody to basically boycott Twitter until Twitter cleans up its act. And there may also be a case for us to launch a class action lawsuit based on what happened to me, which is something that I'm sure happened to many other people. Basically, believing Elon Musk and believing that Twitter had become again a platform where we can speak freely, I joined a couple of months ago, and I even wanted to support the platform, make sure that it's not that dependent on advertising dollars. So I paid for the blue check mark and enjoyed Twitter for a couple of months until my account was suspended with no explanation. Basically, you have violated Twitter rules without explaining which one, and you no longer have a right to post any comments or anything. You can still read stuff, but you're basically depersoned and you're not allowed to speak. I have been critical of several powerful players, including the Biden administration, EU politicians, NATO, and government of Serbia. I doubt that government of Serbia has much leverage over Twitter, but I suspect that it may have something to do with the Biden administration, in which case it's a clear violation of our free speech rights, and somebody should be held accountable. Twitter simply cannot be allowed to cancel my service without giving me a refund. If they don't want to explain to me why, what rule I violated, they should at least have the decency to refund my money and not keep it. There is no other service where you pay and then it gets canceled, and then they don't explain why, and they don't give back your money. So I'm sure that I'm not the only case. And in case there are others out there, we should all get together and launch a class action lawsuit and make Twitter refund our money and probably pay some penalty for the hassle that we've been through. And more importantly, we should get discovery. Was this action taken on behalf of some government player, in which case that's a clear violation of our First Amendment rights. And in that case, there should be hell to pay by whatever government officials were involved in this kind of decision. So especially given that next year is an election year, I believe that especially people on the right who tend to trust Elon Musk and Twitter, given that Tucker Carlson is back and many other prominent conservatives are back, the fact that they're cutting membership and suspending people who tend to be critical of the establishment, in this case of the Biden regime, but also of NATO and other agencies that seem they seem reluctant to block you because then they're conceding defeat in a way. So it could be that they prefer to use some back channels to get Twitter to suspend us instead of giving us the courtesy of blocking us on their channels, which is basically an admission that what we have to say, they have no good answers for and they don't want to bother, so they just get Twitter to suspend our accounts. That's my suspicion. So be that as it may, it's really time to be cautious. We are going into an election year, and what if Twitter starts showing its real face when it's too late to flock to alternative platforms? I think that we should refuse to click on any links leading to Twitter or X until all suspended accounts are back, and that should include the most controversial accounts. If Elon Musk wants to show us and prove that he's really for free speech, he should reinstate the account of Alex Jones and InfoWars. We should demand nothing less than that. And given that the Republicans control Congress, I believe that we should have hearings and we should finally do something about big tech while we still can, because once we get close enough to the election, it may be too late. So I plead with Congress, and I invite all MAGA side Republicans to do something about this and make sure that the big tech stops being arrogant and irresponsible. They should either be like the phone company and allow all free speech, or they should accept the fact that they're publishers and liable for whatever they publish. So be careful about Twitter. I invite all prominent conservatives to post their content elsewhere, because the way things are going, I suspect something is happening behind the scenes, and we may be in for some really, really unpleasant surprises next year, when it may be too late. Once we get close enough to the election, it will be very late to fight censorship by Twitter and other big platforms. So in response to that, let us flock together, Gab, Truth Social, Telegram, and others, and make sure that we have a solid line of defense. And let's teach Elon Musk and Twitter and X a lesson. Yeah, it's nice that Tucker Carlson is back, but what's up with all these cancellations of people who are critical of the Biden administration? It seems that they're showing their real face when it comes to the small accounts where they can exercise their power without being held accountable. Well, let's show them that they can still be held accountable, and let's organize a response while we have plenty of time before November 2024. So with that, thank you all so much. Take care.